Hello Daily Drafters and welcome back to the channel for today's Daily Draft. Today is the second to last Wilds of Eldraine draft on the entire channel here as we prepare for Caverns of Ixalan set review season next week, I think is when it begins. I think that's when we're starting Caverns of Ixalan. So Wilds of Eldraine, if you're enjoying it, it is not here for much longer, and if you haven't enjoyed it, then you're welcome for ending it here soon. Well, either way, let's dive into our pack one pick one for today. There's Ariat of the Charmed Apple, which could be a fun-ish build around, but Torch the Tower is always good. So we're just going to go ahead and start with the Torch the Tower here. You know what it does. It's late in the format. We've got to Torch the Tower, and where can we go from here? We can go into a bad pack. There's a Johann. There's a Flick a Coin. There's a Light Blades. There's a First Duel. There's a House Mouse. I guess I'll take Flick a Coin. I mean, this is like the saddest pack one pick two I think I've ever had this format. But I guess we're taking Flick a Coin. Yeah, I don't know. That was so bad. So what am I hoping to be here? I don't know. Hopeful Vigil and a Ratcatcher trainee. Bitter Chill. Hopeless Nightmare. I guess I'll just take the only other red card here. I'm not going Boros today. I'll let you know that right now. It's not happening. I'm done drafting Boros in this format. I can't win. I can't build the deck right. I can't do anything with it. So I'm just drafting Boros. Or I'm just not drafting Boros. There's a Nightmare and a Bitter Chill. Let's take the trainee. Maybe that little splashy spellcaster wheels or something, and we can go blue-red. Maybe Johann wheels. I don't know. Blue-red isn't the best deck in the format. In fact, it's not among like the top 5 best decks in the format. But I don't know if it's open. Oof. Genius Prodigy. Cut in. I do like the Prodigy, but I don't know that we're going to be able to go blue-red, and I do know that cut in is going to be good in every red deck that we draft. Maybe I haven't had enough of a chance to draft with and against the Prodigy to know how good it actually is. It could be better, but it does require us to branch into a second color. So I'm just going to take the cut in here. Blue is usually open enough to be able to force your way into it. There's a Graceful Takedown, Shatter, Shepherd, Sprite, Seize. I guess Sprite would be good if we do go blue-red. I don't think I'm going to miss either of these black cards if I pass them. I don't think this is necessarily going to be a Graceful Takedown deck. It could be. I'm not super into red aggro, so let's try Sprite. I haven't drafted blue-red in a long time. Like a couple of months, probably. Alright, there is some blue here. There's a Gatekeeper and an Ice Out. Almost everything we have is an instant so far. I guess I'll take my first Ice Out over my first Gatekeeper here, and I want to try something new today. And by new, I mean a deck I haven't drafted really in a long time. And something you haven't seen me draft here on the channel in a very long time, so... Don't need Slinger. Probably don't need Water Wings. Gatekeepers or Attendants. I don't mind either of these. I kind of like both of them, to be honest. I guess I'll take Attendance. As you've probably heard me mention if you've seen my drafts here on the channel before, I usually use Desperate Parry, not so much as a combat trick, but just to gain some life, and that usually works out relatively well for me. Like at some point, if we're just stumbling and they've got like a 3/3, I just use this to prevent 3 damage. Gonna take a stopgap here over a quick study. I really do like stopgaps. We'll probably end up with the bargain fodder. We've already got 2 rats off of trainee here. And I just like Johan's stopgap as well. Gonna need some spell payoffs at some point. Frolicking Familiar would be nice. Not taking any of this. Probably not taking or playing Candy Trail. First duel. Okay, look, Johan did wheel. I mean, that could mean it's open. It's fine in blue-red. Ooh, look at this. All right, it's open. I wouldn't mind an Aquatic Alchemist for this deck, but I'm going to start with Bitter Chill. You need some removal. Bitter Chill's a good one. Blue is open, and I think blue-red specifically is open. Spell Stutter, Flick a Coin. I'll take my first Spell Stutter over my second to Flick a Coin here. And now we get to just kind of put our head down and draft blue-red. Don't mind if I do. Probably not playing Spreading Seas, but you never know. All right, what do we find in pack 2? A Bolt, I guess. Restless Cottage is great, but it's too... If this was either blue or red, I would take it here, but it's neither. So I think I'm just going to take the removal spell in Stone Splitter Bolt. It's a fine one. It's not outstanding, but it's totally fine. So I'm still looking for bargain fodder. Ooh, this is just a generically great card. 3 mana, 1/3 flying. Whenever you attack with one or more fairies, you loot, and you put a counter on a fairy you control. Can be itself. Maybe we wheel the Spell Stutter here. Not money drafting the Heuristic Study. The Heuristic Study is not great in limited. It's just very annoying, is what it is. It's annoying, but not good, if that makes sense. Speaking of bargain fodder, we've got a Hatching Plans, and we could very well wheel Sleight of Hand, Bolt, or Johan number 2. But Hatching Plans is exactly what we want with 3 bargain cards in our deck already. I think I'll take an Alchemist here. It's a good 2-drop for this deck. You don't necessarily have to use Bubble Up, but you can just cast 2 mana 1/3. That is most of the time a 3/3 in this deck. Yeah, I'll just take the Alchemist here. This deck usually likes to get a copy of Edgewall in if you can find it as well. We already have 1, 2, 3 cards that have adventures. Grabby Giant seems okay here. It has a spell that creates a treasure, which is also bargain fodder. Don't think we need Belligerent or any of this. Let's take Grabby Giant. Whoa. Lots of things. I think I'll take another Stopgap, though. We could have built the deck that was very confusing that I played against in early access that had a Heuristic Study and an Intruder Alarm. It was strange. Another Flick a Coin, but I like Stopgap more. Into the Fey Court is probably the card draw I want in this deck. We do have 2 Stopgaps, but having access to 1 into the Fey Court is probably good. I do like Ice Out and even Witch's Mark, but we're not very high on creatures here. So let's take our big expensive card draw spell. This is going to require a lot of cuts in this deck because our deck is wide open right now. So the fact that we got an Into the Vacort means I won't take a quick study here. I'll just take another Alchemist. Currently have 9 instants, 4 sorceries, but like not a ton of payoffs for them necessarily. We've got a Johann. And the Alchemists, I guess, are kind of payoffs. And that's really it. So blue is wide open. Red hasn't been that open. But blue-red is open, if that makes sense. Maybe we'll open a Realm Scorcher Hellkite in pack 3. Can we speak that into existence? What blue cards wheel here now? A Spell Stutter. Don't mind if I do. We already have a couple fairies. How many? 3 fairies? Okay. I'll take a Sleight of Hand. I don't know if I'll play it or not. I don't think I need to play Transmuter. Wow, second to last pick Belligerent and Picnic Ruiner. Interesting. Ooh, Scalding Viper. Don't mind if I do. 2 mana, 2/1. Whenever an opponent casts a spell with mana value 3 or less, it pings them for 1. And you can cast a sorcery that can bounce a non-land permanent. That's exactly what we're looking for here. Another good 2-drop for the deck. I'd like some spell payoffs. I'm trying to think of what even the good ones are. Maybe that's why this deck isn't good, because there aren't good payoffs. I guess Frolicking Familiar? Is that even a good one? This trainee is looking out of place right now. In fact, I'm probably just going to throw it over here to start. Grabby Giant, probably not necessary. Everything else seems okay. As good as Imidane's Recruiter is, I don't think this is an Imidane's Recruiter deck. Now, would I play Misleading Motes? Probably not, but I'm not playing Recruiter. It's a great card against me, not when I put it in my deck. Every time I put it in my deck, I never draw it. But it's a great card against me. So much so that if this were in pod play, I might even just cut it here. But I don't think I'm playing anything in that pack. I don't think Disdainful Stroke is main deckable. I don't need pack or veteran. I don't think Gadwick's First Duel is great either. So I guess I'll take my first Balloon as Gatekeeper over my second Flick a Coin here. It's got an early interactive spell and just a big fat creature late. Both of those are good. We're not really getting the goods. There's another Alchemist, which I guess I can take. We're not having like a ton of removal. $11 spells, 9 creatures. Ooh, cut in, ice out, Candy Grapple, but we're not really splashing here. I think cut in is going to be better than ice out. We've already got 2 stutters and an ice out. I think cut in deals with things after they get through our counter spells. So let's take cut in. Another stopgap. I'm not playing anything over here. I don't know if I'll play 3 stopgaps. I probably will. I think I'm going 16 lands so far. We have a ton of card draw. And with all the card draw, going 16 usually means you hit your land drops. Now we've got another ice out over a Witch's Mark. Trying to see what to cut here. A 4th stopgap. I do like the card, but I don't know about 4. 3 is probably okay, and maybe cut like one of the alchemists or something. Ooh, Unruly Catapult. I didn't even see that in the first pack. That's a pretty good pickup here. But like, now what am I cutting? Probably one alchemist at least. Whoa, that can't be right. It wheeled. That's crazy. I think the hard counters are going to be better than the soft counters in this deck. I don't think it's a Twisted Fealty deck either. So let's see how to build this one here. I think I'm just going to cut one card and run 16. This kind of goes like here. I think Sleight of Hand is okay. 3, I do like stopgaps. What's our bargain fodder? Hatching Plans. Treasure. Roll tokens. Fairy token. We don't have a ton. Maybe I can cut one of the stopgaps then. That still leave us with 13 spells and 9 creatures with a catapult, a Johann, a couple alchemists. Okay, well, we're going to see if blue-green or blue-red, is that all good? You probably know by this time in the format, but we're going to either confirm or deny that suspicion. See you in game 1 after a quick message from me. Thanks, me. Whether you're ready or not, we have another set releasing here very soon, and that means it's time to take a look at the Patreon page to get yourself prepared and ready. I pride myself in my Patreon being incredibly affordable, beginning at just $1 singular US dollar per month, which comes with lifetime access to the Daily Drafters Discord server. That's right, you can just join for 1 month and leave, and you can stay in the Discord forever. After all, it's well less than half the cost of your morning cup of coffee and goes right back to giving back to the channel. For just $3 per month, you can gain early access to every upload on the channel as soon as I'm done editing them, and the most expensive level of support is just $5 US per month. That's right, just $5. It's the highest level of support that I have, and patrons in this tier gain access to my expansive, exhaustive, and interactable tier lists, of which you can see a small sample of here. You get to see how I rate every single card in the set from A to F, whether or not the card has moved up or down since the last update with these arrows here. You can also hover over every single card name to see a clickable link that brings you straight to Scryfall, and also common and uncommon tier rankings within each color, so you know which commons I think are the best and how they compare to the uncommons in the same color. These tier lists are guaranteed to be completed and updated with my experiences during early access before your pre-release events for the new set. Again, all of these tiers are incredibly affordable, so go ahead and check them out. If a monetary contribution isn't your speed, a subscription to the channel is always enough. Thanks so much for your consideration. Alright, well, this hand is slow, and it is only a 2-lander, but we are on the draw, and our opponent has already taken 1 mulligan. So I think we'll keep it, and then ideally just hope to draw land. That's pretty much all we can do. We did get it. I I do believe I'm just playing Talion on 3 here. Hope they don't have Candy Grapple, and they don't. 4 swamps into Fell Horseman. Putting the young hero on the ferry after we cast this is going to be good, but we may not cast this for a while. Lands are good, card draw is good, counterspell's good, removal's good. I guess that means the Alchemist is the odd man out here. They are also color screwed. And concede because of it. We have been screwed many a times, so it happens to the best of us. Alright, this time we are on the draw. We have a Catapult, we have a Spell Stutter, we have an Alchemist. We've got some things going for us here. Green-red, Root Rider Fawn. I don't like to see that. I think I'm just going to pass. Hold up Stutter. Don't need to play Plans. I don't think I need to play Alchemist at this moment. Okay, would prefer to not just tap out when they have access to 5 mana next turn. That would be pretty annoying for our deck. We're kind of single target removal here, so I think I'll just counter it while the Spell Stutter is good. Okay. Yeah. Draw 2 cards. Sure, it's pretty good. And hold it back. They need some sort of protection here. Well, let's start with Catapult. Get that thing going now. Now I think I'm willing to tap out for Catapult. As we have Cut In. And their creatures are small. Okay, that's okay. Plains. Now they have a 2/3. Can't do this while I have Counterspell, so I can block next turn. Unfortunately, casting this counterspell means we get rid of the only bargain in our hand, but we have a decent amount of other bargain in the deck. And they have tons of mana here, and I gotta make sure they don't drop a Haymaker. They have 7 mana, like if they just had a... It's like really annoying to counter, but yeah, then they resolve that. And I can kill it with cut in, but now they draw an extra card. Sure. Do they also have protection here? About to find out. No. Okay. I'm actually going to put back the counter spell, and they know that we're going to have it, but that leaves us hatching plans with bargain open here, and that's always quite good. So again, they're going to know we have this, but bargaining it is going to be quite good. They might just not play a spell. Ugh. Every time my opponents cast this card, it just completely destroys me. And every time I have it, it's like a 3-mana 3/2 haste, and that's basically all it is. Why did I have to one turn away? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12. Now I don't think there's a way we survive here. Considering they know we only have a counterspell in hand, they just attack with everything. I mean, they know everything we have. We're probably just lethal on board. Block, 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 take 4. Yeah. Counterspells. When your opponent knows how to play around them, they get a lot worse. Why did I not counter that? I don't even know what I'm doing. I know I lost at this point, so it doesn't really matter. They've got lethal anyway. Alright, we go first with Alchemist on 2, Sprite on 3, and hopefully that is enough. Maybe this time our opponents won't play around every single counterspell we have, but we'll see. Down goes Alchemist. Candy Grapple, what you got? Gadwick's first duel. Okay. Next turn, if this survives, we can bounce a creature and kill a creature. We're probably not going to need to do both, but... And unfortunately, this can't bounce your own creatures. As good as that would be. Double top. You hate to see it. I was about to say, if they just kill Sprite, that's not great news for us, because then all of our cards don't really do anything right now. I'd prefer them to just play a creature. Okay, that's actually not a bad draw. The only thing is, this is going to copy something now. Which means even if we counter it, they still get the copy. I really hope they don't have Ariet's Whisper. I'm going to cry if that's what they have. How do I have the option to... Oh, I was like, how do I have the option to bargain this? I don't. It's that the Mocking Sprite is making it cheaper. I'm sure they will attempt to kill both creatures here. I'd prefer you to not draw 2 cards. Also, that doesn't actually copy. So... Sure. You're being very annoying by not playing threats, unfortunately. 4 mana, what is the play? Italian. 3. Okay, so... So the mana value of this is technically 4, so it shouldn't trigger. Cool. Going to go ahead and play out the Alchemist here. I could put the counterspell back on the top, but that didn't end up going too well for us last game. Again, when they know we have it, it's a lot worse. What do they have? Black-green protection here? Not dead after all. That should be okay. I think we still win because it comes into battlefield tapped and we have a damage to their face. That's 9, 10, 11. So yeah, we had it. Alright, hand seems fine. I suppose we'll keep. If they play a 2-drop, we can bounce it and play Catapult. I think the format's just a little bit too slow for the Catapult. It's kind of what I've been noticing. Replay it. And still have 1 mana for a Brave the Wilds? No? Okay. Could be Royal Treatment, I guess. Brave the Wilds is usually what it is that they... It could be Royal Treatment, could be Leaping Ambush. I keep both of those in mind here. Alright, they found their red. Five mana? What is the play? Ferocious Werefox into something with bargain? Oh, good for you. Good for you, I guess. Utopia Sprawl. Six mana still. Could cast a Hamlet Glutton. Could also just cast the Werefox thing. Yep. Still 2 mana now. And still priority. Gosh, that makes this so annoying. Either one of them blow out my cut-in here. So what I think I do is I do Into the Fey Court, and then I can bolt next turn to play around Leaping Ambush. Okay, not blocking here. Oh, it's Leaping Ambush. It gives reach, too. Doesn't it? If I was thinking it was Leaping Ambush the entire time, why did I even attack? That makes every card in our hand cost 1 more mana, except the Bitter Chill, I guess. Well, we got it out of their hand. Calls Leaping Ambush. Plays right into Leaping Ambush. Hamlet Glutton. There it is. Holding back Fawn to tap for a green here. Ah, jeez. So now if they have Royal Treatment as well, this is still really bad for us. Okay, that worked. I guess it could be another Leaping Ambush? I don't know. Okay, could be like Torch the Tower or something? No, they wouldn't have held back Fawn for that. So I'm not sure what it is. Just another roll token. And then the top deck torch the tower. Nice. Gosh, the lack of islands is really annoying. Still have 5 mana after this. Its ice out is just rotting in our hand. No. Dang, why did I even make that play? Well, it doesn't matter. We're dead anyway. But I was about to say, Troublemaker Oof could exile their role and now get rid of the Bitter Chill. But it doesn't really matter because they killed us anyway. All right, blue-red. Good? No? Clearly not so far. All right, we do go first, and I mean, I think the hand is fine. It's about as good as the hand can look. It just can't really compete in the format, unfortunately. I can't think of a 1-drop I'm going to want to torch. Yeah, so now I just play the Hatching Plans, and then I've got Bargain for either of these to draw a bunch of cards. Priority before I even cast a spell with green and white. Just gonna pass here. Sure, I'll draw that. Resolves. And what's the follow-up? And do I care about countering it? Depends on what it is here. Yeah, I gotta counter that. So if I play Talion, I can't hold up Ice Out here. But I can bounce with Scalding Viper. I mean, I guess if I did it like this, I technically could Ice Out. I'm probably just not going to want to. Unless they play like some huge bomb. I would just have to sacrifice the catapult to do so. See, like that, I think I'll just let that happen. As good as Messenger is, I'm not going to sacrifice my catapult. Because now I also get another bargain fodder here. That should be fine. I can just bitter chill that. Could have also bounced it. That might have just been better there. In fact, I think it would have. Because then I could have done that and, yeah. Probably should have just bounced it to their hand. It's a 5-drop. Can't imagine that leads to good things for me. Although, again, doesn't have haste. I can just bounce it with Scalding Viper. So you know what? You can have it for this turn. Still gonna hold up Ice Out, I think. Could just tap out, play Viper. If they just play Yenna again, I can stopgap next turn. Yeah, let's do this. Technically still holding up Ice Out again with the 1/1 token here. But if their only play is just Yenna, I'll just bounce it again. See, this is how blue-red decks are supposed to function. Ferocious Werefox. See, like I could just bounce that again. I think I'm willing to get rid of my 1/1 just to make sure I can cast this for cheap here. Still have priority. Could be Archon's Glory. Is there a world where we have lethal? 1, 2, so 1, 2, 3, no. Oh, I see. That's fine. Yeah, that's also good. Still have Ice Out up. As long as his catapult survives, we probably okay. Yeah, there we go. See, that's how the deck's supposed to function. It just controls the entire game. When it doesn't work like that, it's just pretty annoying. Alright, we're on the draw here. We have Sleight of Hand on 1. Mocking Sprite. This can find us into something here. Probably getting rid of a mountain. Now I wish would have got rid of an island, obviously. Ooh, missed land drop. You love to see it. Shall I hold back Mocking Sprite? No, I think I'll play it. They could have Candy Grapple or something, but they don't. Just play our Alchemist Boy, get another creature down while they are tapped out. Or while they are getting screwed on mana. That I don't care about. I'm only going to do this because Flick a Coin can kill this for basically free. And I think that's pretty good here. And again, they're still screwed, so... I could have bounced it with Gatekeeper, but now they don't have the Witch. If they draw another black, they have to have another 3-mana black spell. And they have a different Witch. Okay. My turn. Let's just continue to pressure their life total here. Yeah. Again, mana screw happens to everybody. It's happened to us plenty, but we take those wins. Alright, opponent goes first. We've got Torch. And Cut In if we can draw a creature. I mean, we don't really need a creature for Cut In, but we do have Torch and Spell Stutter here. Go ahead and stutter that. Oof. Torch is going to be great here. Oh, unfortunate. Terribly unfortunate for you. Oh, do they have a monster roll or something? Oh, if they had the monster roll, I think that would have saved it. Alright, we don't have anything else to do except hatching plans, so sure. Armory Mice. Still not much going on here. Any land lets us play a 6/5 though. It's pretty good. This is just the most awkward draw. No plays. Okay, there we go. Alright, I guess now we'll do a Gatekeeper here. Six mana. Princess takes flight. Gone forever. Okay, pretty good. Can I afford to take a turn off and cast into the Fate Court? Probably so. We're never getting this thing back. They're bargaining that away. I mean, they've got Torch the Tower already, so... You can already tell they've got Torch here. I don't think we need 3 Ice Outs. Let's see if they bargain away Torch to get this Scry right now. Not yet. I think they're just going to get the... Yeah, get that trigger first, I suppose. Now comes Torch. Okay. Couldn't do anything about it based on how I cast there. No, I don't want to bounce that to their hand. And I don't really want to tap out at this moment. Could bitter chill it. I don't care that their things have lifelink. I'm drawing all the cards. Yeah, let's bitter chill, and then we can hold up ice out. Now we have all of the spells. Ah. Sure. Double top. Going for face. All right. Let's start here. What can I put on top of the deck? A cut in? That would be pretty good. I wouldn't mind drawing another cut in. And then just hold up ice out here. I'll let that resolve. I won't let that resolve. Torch. Another torch. How inconvenient. Come on. Alright, Alchemist. Cut in on the Alchemist. I don't really see a need to cast either of these at this moment. Ah, their create a treasure token has lifelink. Sure, they can have another treasure. I don't even care. Ooh, Ash. All right. And then just play a Grabby Giant. This gets a counter. Interesting. I'll just do this here. Probably cut in Ash next turn. Could also just cut in Grabby Giant and then get in for a bunch. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They're not dead. Okay. They go to effectively 2. And there we go. Alright, controlling that game. These are the blue-red decks I like when they do this kind of stuff. Alright, we go first, but boy does this hand need a lot to function. I mean, it's got Catapult and Bolt. We need a bunch of blue for this. We need islands. Alright, we'll crap out of the draft after not mulliganing this hand away and not being responsible here. It's just every game I mulligan, I lose. Just every one. I just hate it. I guess blue cards are the only bad draws here? Kind of. Mountains would be bad draws too. Utopia Sprawl? No. Why can't I have a Utopia Sprawl in red? Green, black. Play an additional land. Alright, this thing has a reach. I'm just gonna play a worm next turn. I can bolt it in 2 turns. Yep, there's the worm. At least we cleared off the top of our deck a little bit there. 6 mana. Just waiting for the Hamlet Gluttons and things to come down. Yeah. Really would have liked to be able to hold that up. That also makes the bolt get worse here. I mean, I can bargain the bolt by sacking my own catapult, which feels so bad, but is it worth it? Probably not. I guess I could have blocked it then. Didn't need to take 2 damage there. Don't know why I didn't just block it. They weren't getting priority. They don't have an instant. So I guess that's just 2 damage I didn't need to take. Wow, that was such a bad draw. Oh, they got a counter spell. Sure, so now we take 6 more. I'm gonna get ultimately punished by not blocking with this stupid catapult. Can't do anything about that. One turn too late. We're not officially dead, but it's pretty darn close at this point. See if they have a counterspell? Another one? No. Okay. Go to 1. Yeah, our deck just didn't cooperate this game, unfortunately. We did keep a sketch hand, but then drew a bunch of blue and effectively mulliganed because we never even got to cast this, so maybe worth mulliganing at the beginning. But counterspells are good when you can hold them up, and then if your opponent plays around them, they're not that good anymore. So we unfortunately didn't really get to do anything. We drew the counterspell 1 turn too late. It was just a little unfortunate. But you know what? We went 5-3 with the blue-red deck, which blue-red is pretty bad in this format, and going 5-3 with it, not too shabby. Not too shabby. I guess we'll take it. Yeah, the Ice Outs. I think Spell Stutter is just better than Ice Out. It's too expensive. Can't hold up 3 mana very often. So if I was doing it again, I'd probably build it like taking 1 out and putting in another Stutter or something, playing 2 stopgaps, probably playing it like that, something like that. So either way, 5-3 with the blue-red. We'll take it. Thanks for tuning in today, and I'll see you next time for your last Wilds of Eldraine Daily Draft.